What's up, brand builder? Stephen Hurahan here at BrandMasterAcademy.com, and in this video you're going to learn how to discover brand personality traits for your brand strategy so you can inject some humanity into the brand that you're building and start connecting with your audience on a human level. Now, if you're new to the channel and you want to build brands that go beyond the visuals, brands with strategy, psychology, personality, and storytelling, then you're in the right place. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. It'll let you know when we've got new videos coming out. Now, if you know my stuff, then you know I'm very much an advocate for the human brand. Now, the human brand is this idea that brands are evolving into an entity that is becoming more and more human. So when you think of modern brands today and the elements that they use within their strategies, well, you think of beliefs and values and a tone of voice, a vision, a personality, authenticity. These are all human traits that as humans we just have within ourselves, but brands are injecting these into their strategies so that they can be more relatable. And the reason for this is obvious. As people, that is how we connect with other people. We don't connect through an advertisement that they send us. We don't connect through a message that they send us. We connect with other people through personalities, through human traits and human characteristics. So that's why brands today are evolving into these human entities so they can connect and resonate with their audience on a much more human level. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. I want to give you a process that you can use to uncover the characteristics that are right for your brand that you can inject into your brand strategy and your brand messaging. Number one, define your target market. So you're doing this from a broad level first and foremost. You're really just categorizing who these people are. So for example, are they successful, adventurous men between the ages of 45 and 55? Or are they busy working moms who really value their social life? So this really just categorizes the group of people that is your audience. And it's important to start broad here, and you can get more detailed with this later on. Step number two, know your avatar. So this is where you're going to dive a little bit deeper. Yes, you have the categorization of who your audience is now, but you want to uncover who that person is. You want to uncover who this avatar is. And of course, you start here with their demographics and their psychographics. So what is the circumstances of their life? What are the behaviors that they have within their life? But you want to go a little bit deeper than that as well. You really want to understand who they are, what makes them tick, and what they feel. And when you have that information, that's when you really start to get a picture for who this actual person is. Number three, identify their characteristics. So now you know a bit about this person, you know a bit about their circumstances and their behaviors and what makes them tick, but you really want to now extract the characteristics that define them. So are they adventurous? Are they funny? Are they determined? Are they chilled out? Are they relaxed? Are they caring? What is it that defines them? What are those characteristics that really corner who this person is, who this avatar is? If you're able to extract those characteristics, then you have a starting point for the personality of your own brand. Number four, define the role of your brand. Now, this will come in part from your differentiation strategy. So how are you going to be different, and why are you going to be different? What is it that makes you different, and what role are you going to play in their lives? So are you going to be their guide? Are you going to be a motivation? Are you going to be a caregiver? What is it that you're going to play in their lives? What kind of role are you going to play in their lives? Because it's through this role that you can really understand what characteristics your audience is going to be attracted to. Number five, identify the characteristics of your brand role. So we identified the role that your brand is going to play in the last step, but now you want to extract the characteristics that define that role. So for example, if you're going to be a guide, then you want to be knowledgeable, you want to be wise, and you want to be guiding. They're the kind of characteristics that you would extract if your role in their lives was as a guide. So when you've identified the role that your brand is going to play, then you need to extract the characteristics that represent that role. Step number six, pool your traits. So you've extracted the characteristics of your audience and your avatar and what makes them tick. What is it that categorizes them, and what characteristics define who they are, what they're attracted to, and what they desire. And then you also have the characteristics that define the role that your brand is going to play. So you want to take the characteristics from both sides and pool them together. And that will be the foundation of the personality and the characteristics that will define your brand. Number 7, prioritize your characteristics. Now, you might have 5, 10, 15, or even 20 different characteristics here that you've extracted from the avatar and the role that you're going to play, but you really need to get a lot more specific now. And before you do that, you need to consider the position that you want to own in the mind of your audience. That is critical here. Before you define your personality, you need to know what position you're going to take in the market, what you want to mean to your audience, because it's only through knowing what you want to mean to your audience can you develop a personality that will appeal to them and that will help you to solidify that position. So consider the position that you want to own in the mind of your audience. Look at the characteristics that you've extracted from your avatar and from the role that you're going to play, and prioritize those characteristics that will best help you to own that position in their mind. Now, there's more to developing a brand personality than just identifying characteristics, but really understanding the characteristics that will be the foundation for your brand personality is absolutely critical here. And this then plays into the rest of the brand that you build. It'll play into the tone of voice, the language profile, the communication, the storytelling, and of course, the visual identity. So now you have a step-by-step process that you can use to extract those characteristics. The next step for you is to identify exactly how you're going to use them to appeal to your audience. But I'd love to hand it back over to you now. I'd love to hear your experience when it comes to brand personality, developing brand personality and characteristics. Do you subscribe to this idea of the human brand and that we need to develop brands that are more human and connect on a human level? If you have any questions at all in and around brand strategy, brand personality, developing characteristics, let me know in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer all of those. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. It'll let you know when I've got new videos coming out. If you want actionable brand strategy tips and techniques just like this one, head on over to BrandMasterAcademy.com, get yourself signed up for the list. It is free and I keep some exclusive content for that list as well, so make sure you're on it. And there's plenty of downloads on there as well, plenty of resources if you want to build brand strategy, so get yourself involved. But as I said, I'd love to hand it back over to you. I'd love to hear from you about your experiences, your challenges. I'll do my best to answer all of those. Until next time, brand like a master, and I will see you in the next video.